the same. Demons don't haunt me. Come with the down life, members on.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA, celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. And tonight, we'll see the Houston Rockets. These two teams are both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. The forwards are Porter Jr. and Gordon to his side. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. And it's Jordan in at the center position.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Incredible for his age, the decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
He misses the free throw.
Tell you what, Alperen Şengün is a big with the modern-day game. He scores in bunches inside, but he also can pass it and shoot it from the perimeter, too.
And he's good on the second. When it's all said and done, Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
And there's the whistle. That's going to go on Christian Brown. That's his first foul.
And that's a quick foul for him there. It looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
Van Vliet finds Brooks. Houston moving it around. Shot clock at 6. Green, the pass to Brooks. Puts up a deep three. And it's Denver with the rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, they looked distracted, far off, distant. I mean, it seemed like their heart wasn't in it to try to win that game.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Here's Murray. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
The three. The shot misses.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And that one's good by Porter.
Already blessed with an excellent pull-up jumper, Porter Jr. gives defenders a lot of different looks to deal with.
Van Vliet passes to Şengün. Shoots over Jordan. Fades away and sinks the tough shot.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Clark, as you look at the career of Aaron Gordon, he has blossomed into an elite role player.
Yeah, and I love the fact that he's done that. He's embraced his role. He's embraced taking fewer shots and playing more defense and getting on the glass more and making hustle plays. Not everybody would do what Aaron has done. It's a credit to him that he's been able to, again, embrace, not just accept, but embrace the role that he serves for that championship team.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Hey, Greg, where do you think the Rockets are the strongest in their play?
I'd say on the glass. They generally do a good job crashing the boards and going for loose balls. They really value every possession.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen as
Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Alperen Şengün.
He's really made that a focus of his game these past few years, and it's paid big-time dividends for him. He's become a much better rebounder, and it's increased his value as a player by leaps and bounds.
Pass to Brooks. Van Vliet with the bounce pass. Here's Şengün. Plays it up and banks it in. Şengün's got 5.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Here's Brown. Stolen by Thompson. Outside Gordon. Pass to Porter. Jordan kicks to Gordon. 5 to shoot. From deep three-point land, Thompson with the rebound. The Rockets trail. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Hey, Kevin, I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka. When it comes to Jamal Murray, Coach said it's crucial to make sure his defense doesn't slack off on him. He said Murray is a microwave scorer. He can get hot in a real hurry. Our guys know they have to talk with one another out there and help each other out. Communication is key. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Murray, the pass to Porter. It's up a 3. Good, another from 3.
And now for this franchise, he's hit the most threes in a single season.
His incredible range stretches out the defense on a nightly basis. It's an invaluable element to this offense. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta.
He was determined to get those points back. You could just see the competitiveness of Van Vliet there.
Here's Porter, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Thompson. Well, Michael Porter Jr. is one of the premier shooters in the NBA.
And that size that he brings to that sweet stroke makes it hard to get to a shot. 6'10", shoots it with confidence, shoots it with great fluidity. And, man, is he special. And he's worked through some injury trouble early in his career. And now he's one of the more lethal front court players in the league on the perimeter.
And that one misses. The playoff picture coming into focus now, Greg, with a good portion of this regular season behind us.
And for the teams that are definitely in, they're trying to maintain momentum and health, right? But for the teams still clawing and fighting their way in, that's where it gets exciting.
And the second free throw, good. Clark, it has been quite a run for the Nuggets, hasn't it, who have made the playoffs every season since 2019.
And how about this, Kevin? They've only been lower than a 3 seed one time in that span. And that was because Murray missed the season due to injury. They are consistently tough. No wasted motion or hesitation there. Green ready to shoot as soon as he caught it.
Outside Porter. Jordan dishes to Murray.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Let's check out some of the best shooting teams out there. The Nuggets, number 1.
Are just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Houston's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Van Vliet. Out to Thompson. From deep, Brooks. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Here's Porter. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Van Vliet finds Brooks. Now Green. Here's the 3. That one doesn't drop. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. They lead by 4. With the teardrop, the kick out to Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game.
You know, I think this is a shot Porter Jr. has to continue to knock down because, after all, he's out there to stretch the floor, so he's got to cash in from there.
Şengün with the screen for Green. The Rockets again can't hit. The Nuggets leading by 7. 3-pointer. Porter can't get that one to fall. Pass to Brooks. Van Vliet outside. Here's Şengün. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Denver.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
The Rockets making a switch here. Smith has checked in. Clark looking at the growth and skill set of Şengün. He could be special.
I agree 100%, partner. He's got an instinct for the game that you just can't teach. The passing, the ball fakes, the pace at which he plays, it's all there. Feels like he could have the same kind of development trajectory as Jokic. We'll see.
Şengün finds Van Vliet. Now here is Smith. 4 on the clock. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. Lobs it up for Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
There's a reason why Jordan's a high percentage shooter. Shooting percentage a function of the kind of shots you get. He opts mainly for dunks.
Smith sets the pick for Thompson. And it's Denver with the rebound. Porter outside. Thompson with the rebound. Rockets trail by 6. Pass to Smith. Trying to find Şengün. He gets it to him. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
And now let's take a moment to check out the stats for Green. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. Putting up about 22 points per, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Houston. Tari Eason comes in for Thompson.
One thing you can count on with Westbrook, he is always in attack mode. That's 24/7.
Pass to Smith. Back to Van Vliet. Over Westbrook. It's hauled in by Watson.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Westbrook against Eason. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Clark, the Rockets, just one of a handful of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA the first time.
that one is off. And he sinks the second. And so here is Houston. They trail by 9 points. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You got to trust in the system.
Hands it from downtown.
Exactly how you run the pick and roll. Green looking very comfortable and confident in these sets.
Tipped away. 11 feet away. It's rebounded by Houston. They beat the Nuggets during their last encounter in Denver.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
And you know what? If they run away with this game like they did in that one, I'd expect to see plenty of minutes again for the guys coming off the bench.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
And the shot goes in. Van Vliet's got 5 now.
That was all he needed to find the hoop. I mean, expert play call that time by Van Vliet.
Astanaji. And here's Watson. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And the rejection by Smith. With the drive, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Rockets shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
At the line for your Rockets, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. And the Rockets making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Denver. And the second free throw, good. We've got 28 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Westbrook, and Thompson sends it back.
On the hunt to make a big defensive impact, Thompson denying that shot.
Back to Van Vliet. Adams sets the pick for Van Vliet. The 15-footer, good. He's got 7.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
You know, guys, if they're inside, that shot probably gets blocked. But from mid-range, I mean, he's able to get it off over the bigger defender there.
And so it's Michael Porter making things happen for Denver. We witnessed him delivering a series of 3-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Thompson is out there with Dylan Brooks. Then it's Alperen Şengün. Then it's Fred Van Vliet. And it's Eason in at the shooting guard position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Şengün, no good. The Nuggets leading by 3. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a cliche, but the Nuggets certainly have strong values. Coach Michael Malone says, open and honest conversation. That's the best way to have a real team. We talk about family a lot in the locker room. Families don't always get along, but they have to communicate. All the guys that are willing to speak up, that's invaluable. Kevin?
You can't put a price on it, David. Thank you. Van Vliet kicks to Şengün. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Clark watching Amen Thompson. He is just a different kind of athlete.
He sure is, boy. Special as an athlete. And we've got some of the greatest athletes in the world across the NBA. He's smooth, he's explosive, he's fluid, well coordinated. Seems like he just kind of floats in the air. It's special to watch him do his thing.
And he knocks down the first one. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Jalen Green's checked in for Fred VanVleet. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Şengün inside. Watson's there. Şengün passes to Eason. Just 5 on the clock. Green inside the three-point line. Good as the jump shot falls. Green's got his 3rd basket of the night. Outside Gordon. Back to Murray. Here's the floater. Shot by Gordon, wide open. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Boy, I like the confidence here. Gordon is excellent at realizing when he has room to shoot, even before he has the ball. That's what we call seeing a play ahead.
Here's Şengün. Buried from 15 feet out. Şengün's got 4 this quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And let's see what Denver has coming up. On Monday, the Chicago Bulls come into town, tipping off a homestand for them. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Jalen Green.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. They trail by 1. To the inside. Şengün passes to Brooks. A miss that time. Would have put him up. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Watson's shot is good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Eason finds Green. It's Brooks on the wing. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Brooks has got it all tied up now for the Rockets. And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. is checked in for Tari Eason. And Denver with a change here, too. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Peyton Watson. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Brown. Porter kicks to Gordon. Here's Brown. 6 to shoot. Murray scanning the floor, and he's good on the 3-ball. Murray's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Immensely confident in his game. Murray doesn't think twice about pulling the trigger from deep, nor should he. He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
Pass to Brown. It's stolen by Green, and here they go. Porter against Brooks. Now here's Murray. And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this core.
That free throw missing. Jamal Murray is still an elite scorer, and Clarkie has fought through so many injuries.
And it's remarkable that he's as explosive off the bounce as he is after the injuries that he's dealt with. His ability to create a shot, especially at crunch time, one of the best in the league. The pull-up jumper, the teardrop, and the 3, he's got all of those. On the floor, Murray is electrifying. I mean, he delivers relentless effort, and it keeps his whole squad energized and engaged.
Here's Şengün. That's short off the rim. For Denver, they've gotten 4 of the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And Gordon taking advantage of the fact that when he gets up in the air like that, nobody's interested in getting in his way.
Pass to Thompson. And the officials will call the illegal shot right there. We have the break in the action. Let's show you the teams that have been making their opponents work especially hard over the past 10 games. In second, the Rockets.
I mean, they've been impressive on the defensive end, and they may have caught a few teams on off nights, but you've got to give them credit. They've made scoring a chore when you look at their opponents.
Jabari Smith, he's jacked in for the Rockets. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Nuggets have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Nuggets. Braun taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. He's perfect from the line this time. Rockets trail by 5. Van Vliet outside. Smith outside. Pass to Şengün. Over Jordan. And Brown pulls it down.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And he really has a nice inside-out game. And Gordon can score down low even in the face of tight defense.
The Nuggets leading by 5. And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Rockets. And Denver also making a switch. Najee's checked in. Here's Brown. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Green finds Van Vliet. Adams with the screen on Murray. And here is Adams. Here's Brown. Shoots over Van Vliet. And another miss by Denver. Gordon against Smith. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon.
And with the chance, let's take a look now at the numbers for Van Vliet. And his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lanes and then stealing away your dribble. A different look for Denver. Peyton Watson comes in for Gordon. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Christian Brown. No one near Smith as he lets it go. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
And Westbrook throws it down.
When Russ makes up his mind to drive it, watch out. He's such a fierce, dynamic athlete. A full head of steam, and he's cooking you.
Adams in the high post. Clock at 6. Houston needs to get a shot. Smith for 3. It's hauled in by Watson. Watson's got 5 rebounds tonight. And the call will be against Jabari Smith. That's his first foul. And the Rockets making a change here. Eason's checked in.
For your Rockets, number 17.
Westbrook kicks to Porter. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Shot clock at 5. The deep 3 from Murray. He misses it. He's 4 for 7 from the floor. Easton passes to Brooks. Screen by Adams. A 3 ball. And with that, the Denver lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Brooks. Brooks has got 6 in the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Westbrook with the block.
Hey, the athleticism of Westbrook not only on display offensively, he can throw shots out of there too.
Here's Najee. Good on the triple. Najee's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
And here's Brooks from outside. It's rebounded by Najee.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
I think you're right. I mean, an up fake here or there, getting the ball inside. That's how you create high percentage offense.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Pass to Eason. Adams sets the pick for Eason. The Rockets again can't hit.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Kevin, Jamal Murray is built for clutch situations. Coach Michael Malone said, I know a lot of guys are pretty good in the regular season, but when the stage is at its biggest, Jamal seems to step up and perform. He's a guy that thrives in the moment, never afraid of it. Can't say that for a lot of players. Kevin?
Well, you're so right. He isn't afraid of anything. David, he is big time. Thank you. Westbrook, it's rebounded by Houston. Van Vliet outside. 41 seconds left in the first half. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Jamal Murray.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Brooks kicks to Smith. Van Vliet deciding where to go with it. Adams down low. Not going to go that time.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
And so it's Denver with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Joined by Mike Malone. Coach, what did you like most about your team's play in the first half?
Well, energy. We were able to get stops, get out and run, and that's the pace that we have to play at. More of the same defense, take care of it, give them one shot, and then get out and run and get out and attack.
You kept them on their heels, Coach. We'll see if that continues. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Hello and welcome. First up, folks, let's take a moment to see how things are shaking down in the Rookie of the Year race.
These guys have made a great case all season long, Shaq, and now they're processing things even faster, making even better decisions. That's impressive.
Yeah, if your front office selected any one of these guys, you could say you won the draft.
All right, looking back now at that first half, a bit of a hill to climb for the Rockets.
At the defensive end, I'm not seeing disruption. I don't mean just forcing turnovers. I mean taking the offense out of the rhythm.
Yeah, I mean when your opponent is shooting over 50%, a lot else has to go right. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Well, guys, what can you say? Jalen Green, an impressive effort here today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And here are the Rockets now. 6-point game. Second half is underway. Here's who Michael Malone's got on the floor. Sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Aaron Gordon, and it's Murray in at the point. Murray with the bounce pass. Screen by Jordan. They get it back. Murray outside. Shoots over Van Vliet. And there's Murray on the assist from Porter. Murray's got 14.
This is one of those nights where Murray was just determined to take over, and he's carried through with that determination.
And Thompson kicks to Green. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Back to Murray, and Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. It's stolen by Green.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Knocks down the 3 ball. Green's got 20 points.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Back to Murray. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Şengün. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Rockets. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Thompson sets the pick for Brooks. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
Jordan Jordan, a screen on Van Vliet. Murray, good.
If you're the defense, you've got to do better on Murray. I mean, even from way downtown, he's pretty accurate.
Pass to Green. The screen from Thompson. Pulls from the top of the key. Rebound by the Nuggets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Murray, the pass to Brown. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And Van Vliet picks one up. For Denver, they have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both. Rockets trail by 6. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. We've got a second, so we'll bring up a list of shooting guards that have been red hot at the free throw line over the past month. Jamal Murray, 3rd.
We've gotten used to seeing a lot of terrific free throw shooters from the 2-guard ranks, but even so, it shouldn't take away from what these players have been able to do up there.
Yeah, I don't care what their position is, guys. I mean, they deserve a bunch of credit for those numbers. Each one of them is just so clutch at the foul line.
Green deciding where to go with it. Just 4 to shoot. Hits it from 3-point range. Green's got a pair of 3s now here in the 3rd for the Rockets.
And he's on his way to putting up a big 3-point total.
To the left wing. It's Porter. Outside. Sinks the triple. Porter's got 15 points.
Fun watching Porter Jr. come right back with his own 3. Love that competitive spirit.
Green finds Brooks. Here's Şengün. Offline with his 3.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
The ability to hit mid-range shots makes Gordon that much more dangerous. Talk about versatility.
Taken away. On the wing, Porter. Brooks covering. Murray outside. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The point, we hear a lot about the antics with Brooks, but he deserves more attention for his play.
I agree, especially on the defensive end, Kevin. He's one of the top perimeter defenders in the league. And look out! You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
And there it is for him. Thompson's got his 2nd basket of the game.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Jordan sets the pick for Murray. Connects from 3-point range. Murray's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nuggets.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Thompson, a screen on Porter. Brooks against Porter. Brooks with the bucket. Brooks has got his third bucket of the night.
A slight bump on that play. Brooks just kind of shrugs it off.
Murray, the pass to Gordon. Porter with it. Denver passing it around. Gordon controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nuggets lead by 11.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far. You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Houston's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Green in the high post. Porter's there. Green kicks to Thompson. Clock at 4. And Van Vliet launches it from deep. Murray with the defensive effort.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Jordan, a screen on Green. Here's Brown. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Jalen Green.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
It's time for the Takes Cam. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves.
He's checked in for Houston. Jabari Smith comes in for Thompson. The Nuggets also changing it up. Zeke Naji, he's checked in for Gordon. Aiden Watson comes in for Michael Porter. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Murray.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. Second free throw, no good. Clark, the NBA has seen some iconic personal rivalries over the years. And I'm sure you remember most of them.
Yeah, I do, even those that I wasn't part of as a young basketball player growing up in Cleveland watching. But I read a lot about them, Wilt and Bill Russell, the Celtics and the Lakers and all of those great teams. Obviously, high school graduate of 1979, the Bird and Magic rivalry, easy answer for anybody around my age. And then you think about Isaiah Thomas, who was in my high school class, and then Michael Jordan. Those Pistons-Bulls rivalries were pretty intense and must-watch TV. So there have been a lot over the years.
Here's Green. Another miss by Houston. And it's the Nuggets ball. They're on a 20-7 run. Brooks against Westbrook. Lets the 3 fly. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Well, Greg, they're looking to make some big stops here to halt this rally.
And luckily, time is on their side, but this is on them. They need to play smart here.
Drains the three-pointer. Green's got 13 points in just this quarter.
Green getting very aggressive on the perimeter and really good concentration as he focused on his shot.
Jordan the screen. Watson's shot is good.
the real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Pass to Smith. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one.
An underrated part of Green's game is the ability to see the floor and make his teammates better.
Here's Jordan. It's rebounded by Houston. Adams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Brooks outside. Adams in the high post. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Not the last time we'll see that. Adams is so powerful and loves to take it to the defense.
Steven Adams.
No good on the free throw. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Dylan Brooks. Gordon's checked in for the Nuggets. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Pass to Brown. And it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
VanVleet outside. Here's Adams, defended by Jordan. Kicks it out to VanVleet. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Brown, the pass to Jordan. Watson finds Westbrook. Jordan with the ball. We've got 1:23 left in the third. And it's Gordon missing. And so Green will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Down by 12. Pass to Smith. Adams sets the pick for Smith. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Smith's got 4 points this quarter.
And their outside game is simply evaporated here in the second half. Not a lot of great looks from deep.
And Adams sends it back.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And some nice passing there by Houston. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. The Nuggets leading by 10. Outside Westbrook. To the paint. Here's Gordon, and the rejection by Smith. Over Gordon. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Nuggets lead by 8. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Toyota Center. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Dylan Brooks out there with Steven Adams. Then it's Fred VanVleet. Then it's Alperen Sengun. And it's Thompson in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Jordan's size and power make him a real hard cover around the rim.
VanVleet passes to Sengun. Thompson the bounce pass. VanVleet finds Adams. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Showcasing that vertical. Love seeing Thompson be assertive.
Pass to Brown. Outside Gordon. Westbrook with it. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Adams outside. Fades. And it's Denver with the rebound. Gordon's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. For 3, Van Vliet nailed from three-point land.
Few players shoot it with as much arc as Van Vliet does. That thing brings rain when he shoots.
And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. He knows every possession is critical now. Green, he's checked in for Houston. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Denver. Jamal Murray comes in for Christian Brown. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Was able to listen in on what Michael Malone went over with his team. Now he wants his team to stop playing it safe. He said, we've got this lead by doing what we do. We can keep it if we don't get too cautious. Play our game. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
And when healthy, Murray is a force to be reckoned with, because he can go get baskets against tough defense, and he can also make plays for others.
Adams' shot is good.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Pass to Gordon. Poked away. It's stolen by Green. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way.
Green is really dangerous on the drive, and recognizing that, the defense ended up committing a foul.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for Green.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Westbrook with a screen for Gordon. The Nuggets with another miss. Nuggets trail by 5. Green with a screen on Murray. The Rockets with another miss. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Gordon with a screen on Van Vliet. The deep three from Murray. Buries the long-range jumper. Murray's got 5 points now this quarter. And here is Green for 3. Good on the three-point shot.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Porter kicks to Gordon. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Van Vliet. Back to Brooks. A three-pointer, no good.
But still, eventually, you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Right side, Porter. Westbrook with a screen for Porter. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the Nuggets lead by 7. Adams outside. Back to Green. And he banks in the layup. Green's got 33 points.
Well, we're seeing validation as to why Green went 2nd overall in the draft. He's got a unique ability to score the ball.
Porter kicks to Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Van Vliet. And it's Brooks in the corner. Van Vliet against Porter. Brooks with no one around. And falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 3 assists now in this one. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Fred Van Vliet picks one up. Clark famously, Fred Van Vliet was undrafted. Why do you think he was overlooked?
Wow, I tell you, I think size. But, man, when you look at his intangibles, it's hard to not be impressed with what Fred Van Vliet has done. He is an incredible basketball player. Smart, tough, skilled, relentless. He's had a great career as an undrafted player.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Houston making a switch here. Thompson's checked in, and Denver with a change here too. Brown's checked in. And so Murray nails both of them.
And, you know, collectively, as this game has progressed, they've been shooting really well from the charity stripe.
Westbrook against Brooks. Here's Thompson. No good. Gordon with the defensive effort. Pass to Murray. Jordan high post. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
There's Green with the 3. And Westbrook pulls it down.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
The Nuggets leading by 6. Outside Westbrook. Murray kicks to Gordon. Knocked away. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Pass to Brown. Denver passing it around. And the 3 ball is good. Murray's got a pair of 3s here in the 4th quarter for the Nuggets.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
Back to Westbrook. Jordan a screen on Brooks. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That's his 5th foul. Pass to Brown. It's stolen by Green.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer chain.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
To the inside. 6 to shoot. Jordan dishes to Westbrook. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
4th team foul. At the line for the Nuggets, Russell Westbrook.
Take a break.
2 shots.
2 shots.
No good on that one.
Boy, the passion Westbrook plays with is infectious. He plays hard every second he's out on the court.
And he's good on the second.
And that one miss shouldn't be too costly because he was able to make it a 2-possession game.
Back to Van Vliet. Thompson outside. On the wing, Green. From 13 feet, it goes down. Green's got 9 points now in the quarter.
It's as though Green always has more left in his tank. He digs deep and finds the bucket.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Denver making a switch here. Porter's checked in. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. They've led by as many as 14 points. Gordon finds Porter. Jordan outside. In the corner, Murray with it. 6 on the shot clock. And again, Denver no good.
They get that one, but guys, on the night, that's been the problem, securing the ball.
They've been out-hustled. At this point, hard to see them recovering from that.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Here's Brown. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Thompson outside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
The Nuggets leading by 3. Pass to Gordon. Pops it up for Jordan. Stolen by Brooks. Van Vliet passes to Thompson. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's going to be on Jamal Murray. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Rockets.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
They're very fresh, but also at the defensive end, how about the way they've been able to deny shot opportunities? Just tearing the opposition up in terms of denying.
Şengün kicks to Van Vliet. Thompson sets the pick for Van Vliet. That shot off. Denver's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Jordan dishes to Murray.
And Murray not afraid now of anybody. In fact, he welcomes getting fouled on the way up.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And so he drops them both. It's a 2-point ball game.
He's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. .54 seconds left to play here in the 4th. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
And what a time to get sloppy. A close game like this, you cannot be getting loose with the ball.
To the middle. It drops.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Brooks outside. Thompson sets the pick for Brooks. Money! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Brooks in the clutch, making a statement, Dylan style.
The Nuggets now on offense, and now we've got the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
Those were pressure-packed free throws. And he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that 3-point
lead. Here's Green. Şengün with the ball. Thompson outside. From the arc. He's off from 3. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
5 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And a deep 3 from Van Vliet. Missed. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And we've got David